Welcome to Healthy Aging Blueprint, your trusted space for simple, effective tips to help seniors live healthier, happier, and more meaningful lives. Whether you're stepping into retirement or supporting a parent or grandparent on their wellness journey, this channel is for you. Together, we'll explore real-life experiences, healthy daily habits, and a positive mindset to help you wake up each day with energy, joy, and purpose. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to glow with energy even in their 70s, while others slowly fade? What if the difference lies not in genetics, but in 3 small things you choose to do each day? And what if these daily habits could help you feel more alive, more confident, and more connected to the life you love? Starting today? Have you ever woken up feeling like your body and spirit needed just a little extra care to feel whole again? After 70, even the smallest choices can shape how vibrant, confident, and independent we feel. In this video, we're going to explore 3 simple yet powerful habits, moving your body, nurturing your mind, and caring for your skin, that can reignite your sense of vitality and joy, no matter your age. Stay with us until the end to discover a surprising way these habits don't just boost your health. They also deepen your emotional connection to yourself and the world around you. These aren't just routines. They are acts of self-respect. When practiced with intention, they will leave you feeling stronger, brighter, and more prepared to embrace each moment with purpose. Before we dive in, I'd truly appreciate your support. If you enjoy this video, please give it a like. It helps me continue sharing valuable lessons about healthy aging. If you haven't already, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new video. And if this content resonates with you, leave a comment below. Type number 1 if you're with me, or 0 if you think I can do better. Your feedback matters. Let's begin with the first habit. Move your body with purpose. Keep your inner spark alive. Your body is more than just muscles and bones. It's a remarkable vessel that has carried you through decades of meaningful experiences. Maybe you've twirled across dance floors at weddings, chased after giggling grandchildren, or strolled quietly through nature's seasons of change. These moments are more than memories. They're a celebration of movement. Now, as you continue life beyond 70, movement becomes more than physical exercise. It becomes a conscious, empowering act of honoring your independence, fueling your happiness, and preserving the vibrant spirit that makes you who you are. Whether it's a mindful walk, a gentle stretch, or a simple sway to music in your living room, daily movement isn't about performance. It's about presence. Listening to a familiar melody while moving your body can do more than lift your mood. It strengthens your heart, elevates your spirit, and keeps you firmly connected to the world around you. When you move with intention, you're not just maintaining your physical health. You're honoring your vitality and keeping your life spark glowing strong, no matter your age. Why is movement such a lifeline in our later years? As time passes, our bodies naturally shift. Muscle strength declines, joints may become stiff or sore, and our sense of balance might feel a little less steady than before. Even everyday tasks like reaching for a top shelf or stepping into the garden can suddenly seem more challenging. On top of that, reduced blood circulation and slower healing add to the strain, quietly limiting our ability to enjoy life the way we once did. Prolonged inactivity only deepens this effect. It gradually chips away at your independence, making activities like climbing stairs, carrying groceries, or dancing at a grandchild's birthday feel more distant. But here's the empowering truth. Movement is one of the most effective, accessible ways to push back against these changes and reclaim control over your life. Scientific studies continue to highlight just how transformative daily physical activity is for older adults. Engaging in just 10 to 20 minutes of consistent, gentle movement, like walking, stretching, or even chair yoga, can reduce the risk of falls by up to 30%. These simple routines help build muscle strength, improve coordination, and enhance your balance, which are all crucial for staying safe and mobile. Beyond the physical benefits, movement also triggers the release of endorphins, those natural mood boosters that combat anxiety, lift depression, and help you feel more emotionally grounded and resilient. It's like nature's own prescription for peace of mind. And the brain benefits too. Regular movement supports memory, sharpens focus, and helps protect against cognitive decline. For those living with chronic conditions such as arthritis, heart disease, or diabetes, tailored low-impact exercises can improve joint flexibility, ease pain, strengthen the cardiovascular system, and increase energy, making it easier to engage in the activities you love. This isn't about striving to be athletic. It's about staying empowered. It's about being able to bake your favorite cookies for your grandchildren, care for your rose bushes, or hop in the car for a spontaneous visit with a lifelong friend. By making movement a daily priority, you're not just adding years to your life, you're adding life to your years. The ability to live fully, independently, and with purpose often comes down to the simple choice to keep moving. To illustrate just how powerful purposeful movement can be, let's look at Ellen's story, a 78-year-old widow whose greatest joy was found in her backyard garden. For years, Ellen's garden had been her sanctuary. Her rose bushes and vibrant flower beds weren't just plants. They were living memories, symbols of beauty and resilience. She could spend hours lost in the calming rhythm of planting, pruning, and watching her flowers bloom. But as the pain in her knees intensified, that daily ritual became harder and harder. Slowly, she began avoiding her garden altogether, retreating indoors as her world grew smaller with each passing day. Losing her connection to the earth and the joy of tending her plants weighed heavily on her spirit. The frustration wasn't just physical, it was emotional. Something that had once made her feel vibrant was now out of reach. Yet Ellen wasn't ready to give up. She reached out to her doctor, determined to reclaim what she loved. The advice was simple: start small, be consistent, and rebuild from the ground up. Ellen began a gentle routine. Each morning, she would take a short 15-minute walk around her backyard, accompanied by slow, mindful stretches to ease her stiff joints. In the beginning, these movements felt almost too minor to matter, but after a few weeks, subtle shifts began to emerge. Her knees didn't ache as much, her balance improved, her energy returned with surprising momentum. Encouraged by these changes, she added a few low-impact exercises, like seated leg lifts and arm circles, guided by a physical therapist's advice. Little by little, strength returned to her body. And then, something magical happened. Ellen stepped back into her garden. Kneeling once again in the soil she loved, she felt her spirit rise. Her hands moved gently through the earth, nurturing new rosebuds, and her voice carried a soft tune as she hummed with contentment. "I didn't need to run a marathon or lift heavy weights," she later shared, eyes bright with renewed energy. "I just needed to move enough to return to what makes me feel alive." Her story is a reminder that movement doesn't have to be grand to be transformative. Sometimes, it's the quiet, steady steps that lead us back to joy. "Every step I take now feels like a gift." Ellen's words are a beautiful reflection of what happens when we choose to honor our bodies through small, consistent actions. Her story isn't about reaching peak fitness or performing impressive physical feats. It's about something much deeper. It's about rediscovering the joy of moving with purpose, of feeling alive again, one step at a time. So, how can you gently weave more movement into your everyday life without making drastic changes? The good news is that embracing physical activity doesn't mean overhauling your routine or investing in complicated equipment. It begins with a mindset shift, seeing movement not as an obligation, but as an act of self-kindness. Here's a helpful guide to ease into it and make movement a natural, rewarding part of your daily rhythm. Start small. Begin with short bursts of activity that align with your current energy and abilities. Even a 10-minute walk around your home, garden, or down the sidewalk can set the tone. If walking isn't comfortable, try seated movements such as leg lifts, ankle circles, or gentle arm raises, all of which can be done from a sturdy chair. These exercises help improve circulation, strengthen your muscles, and give your body a gentle wake-up call without strain. As you begin to feel stronger and more confident, you can slowly increase the time or intensity. Maybe you stretch your walks to 15 or 20 minutes, or add an extra set of movements to your routine. The key is to listen to your body with care and compassion. Movement isn't about pushing, it's about progress, no matter how gradual. And don't forget to make it joyful. Movement should never feel like a punishment or an item to check off a list. Find what lifts your spirit. Create a playlist filled with your favorite songs, maybe tunes from your youth that stir memories, or melodies that naturally make you want to sway. Let the rhythm guide you, whether it's tapping your feet, stretching with the beat, or dancing gently in your living room. If you enjoy companionship, consider walking with a friend or joining a local group for light exercise. When movement feels meaningful, it becomes something you look forward to, not something you have to do. Invite a friend, a neighbor, or even a grandchild to join you for a walk or a light exercise session. These shared moments don't just make movement more enjoyable, they deepen connection. Walking side by side or stretching together becomes more than just physical activity. It becomes a chance to laugh, to share stories, to build new memories in the most natural way. Movement, in these instances, turns into a meaningful ritual, one that nurtures both body and heart. If you're someone who loves the outdoors, consider blending physical activity with nature. A stroll through the neighborhood while birdwatching, or simply tending to a garden, allows you to stay active while also soaking in the calming, restorative energy of the earth. There's something powerful about feeling the sun on your skin, the breeze in your hair, and the ground steady beneath your feet. Could movement feel more nourishing than that? After each activity, pause for a moment and listen to what your body is telling you. Do your joints feel a bit looser? Has your breath come easier? Does your mind feel a little clearer? These subtle signals are your body's way of saying thank you for showing up, for moving, for choosing self-care. You might even consider keeping a small journal where you jot down how you feel before and after moving. Over time, this record can serve as powerful encouragement, reminding you just how far you've come. If pain, balance concerns, or chronic conditions ever make movement feel daunting, know that support is available. Speak with your doctor or a licensed physical therapist. They can help you create a movement plan that's customized to your needs, safe, gentle, and highly effective. Whether you're managing arthritis, working to prevent falls, or simply looking for ideas, these professionals can introduce exercises designed just for you. Many communities now offer free or low-cost programs specifically for older adults, including chair-based fitness classes, water aerobics, or Tai Chi. These not only offer physical benefits but also open doors to social interaction, a vital part of wellness. A physical therapist can even show you how to repurpose everyday items, water bottles as hand weights, or a sturdy chair for added balance during stretches. To keep things fresh, try mixing up your activities. Explore chair yoga for improving flexibility, reducing stress, and gently building core strength. Use resistance bands or light household objects to strengthen muscles and support daily function. If you love being outside, take a slow walk through the park or spend time planting flowers. Even daily chores, when done mindfully, can serve as moments of intentional movement. Sweeping, folding laundry while standing, or reaching to organize a shelf all contribute to keeping your body active. Set clear intentions for your movement. Ask yourself, what drives me to move? Is it the desire for more energy, greater independence, or simply the joy of feeling alive in your body? The desire to play with your grandchildren without getting winded, to dive into your hobbies with comfort, or to move confidently around your home and community, these are more than just goals. They're deeply personal motivators. When you begin to see movement as the bridge to those moments, it transforms from a chore into a meaningful, empowering act. Think about it. If hosting family gatherings brings you joy, consistent movement can give you the stamina to prepare meals, set the table, and welcome loved ones with open arms and a warm smile, all without feeling overwhelmed or sore. When daily movement is tied to the things you love most, it takes on a new level of purpose. Now, step back and look at the bigger picture. Movement isn't just about maintaining muscles or preventing aches. It's about reclaiming your independence. Every time you stretch, walk, or rise from a chair with ease, you're reinforcing your ability to live life on your own terms. You're not just staying physically fit, you're nurturing your mind, lifting your spirit, and preserving the freedom to do the things that make life beautiful. Whether it's chasing the laughter of a toddler, strolling through a park on a sunny day, or simply enjoying the quiet satisfaction of feeling your body move with grace, each movement is a quiet celebration of life. It's a declaration that you're still here, still vibrant, and still in control. By weaving movement into your daily routine, you're doing more than keeping active. You're honoring that inner spark, the unique energy that makes you who you are. So go ahead, lace up your favorite walking shoes, press play on a cherished tune, or ask a loved one to join you for a walk. Your body, your mind, and your heart will respond with gratitude. Every step you take is one more step toward a vibrant, empowered future. If you're still watching this video and finding value in these insights, I'd love to hear from you. Please comment number 1 below to let me know you're still here with me. Thank you for spending your valuable time with us. 2. Nurture your mind. Feed your soul with connection. Your mind is a vibrant tapestry, woven from decades of memories, wisdom, dreams, and reflections. But like any living thing, it needs care to thrive, to be realized. As we move through the years beyond 70, nurturing this remarkable gift of the mind becomes more than a pleasant diversion. It becomes a vital source of purpose, joy, and emotional nourishment. Daily mental engagement, whether through learning, creativity, or heartfelt conversation, can be transformative. It allows your thoughts to remain sharp, your emotions vibrant, and your spirit deeply connected to the present. A stimulated mind is like a lighthouse, steady and bright, guiding you through moments of solitude and helping you stay anchored to your sense of self. It doesn't just protect against loneliness or cognitive decline, it proves that your story isn't over. In fact, it's still unfolding, page by page, with space for new dreams, new experiences, and meaningful contributions. When you choose to spend even a small part of each day reading, writing, crafting, solving puzzles, or simply having thoughtful conversations, you're investing in your own sense of fulfillment. These small, consistent actions don't just benefit you, they also enhance the richness of your relationships, helping you remain engaged and emotionally connected to those around you. Why is nurturing your mind more important now than ever before? Because the later chapters of life, while filled with wisdom, often bring challenges that can quietly wear on the spirit. Social isolation is one of the most common hurdles. As friends move away, loved ones pass on, or your ability to get out and about decreases, the silence can start to feel overwhelming. Days that were once filled with conversation and shared laughter may now feel too quiet, too still. In these moments, your mind becomes your refuge, and science is clear. You are far from powerless. Research from the National Institute on Aging and leading neurological centers shows that mentally stimulating activities, like puzzles, learning a new skill, or engaging in regular conversations, can reduce the risk of cognitive decline, including dementia, by as much as 40%. Beyond brain health, these activities breathe new life into your emotional well-being. They offer a sense of purpose and reinforce your place in the world. Even a simple phone call or a friendly chat can create powerful ripples of connection. Whether it's a neighbor you see during a walk or a grandchild who calls just to hear your voice, these connections remind you that you matter, and always will. This idea becomes a powerful antidote to the often quiet, isolating aspects of aging. It ignites joy, awakens curiosity, and gently fills the heart with a renewed sense of warmth and connection. When you nurture your mind, you're not just preserving cognitive sharpness. You're actively cultivating a life that feels rich, purposeful, and emotionally engaged. It's a conscious act of choosing to remain vibrant, to keep learning, and to stay emotionally connected to yourself and the world around you. This kind of mental care isn't just beneficial, it's empowering. It allows you to continue being the author of your story, showing up each day with fresh energy, clarity, and a deep sense of enthusiasm for what lies ahead. To bring this to life, let me share a story that both inspires and reminds us of the potential we hold at any age. James, an 82-year-old widower, lived in a quiet town tucked away from the hustle of the cities. After the loss of his wife, his partner of 50 years, his world became eerily still. The house that once echoed with shared laughter and comforting routines now felt painfully silent. Without her, the days seemed to melt into one another, each marked only by the ticking clock and the occasional knock at the door from a kind neighbor. The emptiness was heavy, and he could feel his spirit starting to dim. Then one day, almost on a whim, James saw a flyer for a local book club at the town library. He wasn't sure what drew him to it, perhaps a need for change, or just a moment of courage. But he decided to attend. Walking into that room, he felt uncertain, even out of place. Would he have anything in common with the group? Would anyone care what he had to say? But something unexpected happened. As he sat in that circle of unfamiliar faces, talking about a novel set in a decade he knew intimately, he felt a spark. The discussions were lively, full of laughter and debate. People listened, they shared, and most importantly, they welcomed him. Those meetings, which started out as just something to try, became the highlight of his week. Slowly, James began to open up, not just about the books, but about his own life. He spoke of growing up in the 1950s, of cross-country road trips with his beloved wife, of the lessons and stories tucked away in memory. His words weren't just heard, they were celebrated. The book club transformed into something much deeper for James. It became a space where his voice held value, where his experiences had meaning, and where he felt seen, truly seen. "I didn't realize how much I missed being part of something," he later shared, a quiet smile spreading across his face. "It gave me back a part of myself." "I didn't realize how much I missed feeling connected," James reflected, his voice tinged with pride and quiet warmth. "It's like I found a piece of myself I thought was lost forever." That simple choice, to join a small book club, led James to rediscover not only his lifelong passion for learning, but also the deeply fulfilling joy of being seen, heard, and valued by others. His journey stands as a powerful reminder that it's never too late to reignite your inner spark and weave new moments of meaning into the fabric of your life. So, how can you nurture your own mind and soul in ways that are both simple and sustainable? It doesn't require grand gestures or dramatic changes. In fact, the most profound transformations often begin with small, intentional actions, moments tucked into your day that spark curiosity, strengthen bonds, and awaken creativity. Let's explore some practical ways to cultivate a vibrant, mentally enriched life starting today. Embrace the joy of lifelong learning. Your mind, like a garden, flourishes with regular care and stimulation. Keep it active by exploring new information each day. Try solving a crossword puzzle over your morning coffee, or tackle a Sudoku grid to flex your problem-solving muscles. Listen to an engaging podcast on a topic that captures your curiosity, whether it's the history of your favorite hometown, the physics of the stars, or the story behind a work of art that's always intrigued you. Even just watching a short documentary can transport your thoughts to distant lands or deep-sea mysteries. You might discover the cultural traditions of a country you've never visited or learn the backstory of an iconic figure from the past. And remember, it doesn't have to be overwhelming. Even learning one new word, phrase, or fact a day, like a proverb in another language or an inspiring quote from a historical figure, can keep your mental energy alive and flourishing. Cultivate meaningful connections. Human connection is the emotional heartbeat that sustains our sense of belonging and purpose. Make it a gentle daily ritual to reach out to someone. This could be as simple as calling a friend to reminisce about a cherished memory, or texting a family member to share a joke or a kind word. 1552. Heartfelt letter or email to reconnect with someone you haven't spoken to in years. Strike up a conversation with a neighbor, a shopkeeper, or even a stranger at a community event. These interactions, no matter how brief, can lift your spirits and remind you that you're part of a larger tapestry of relationships. If in-person connections are challenging, consider virtual options like video calls or online forums to stay engaged. Unleash your creative spirit. Creativity is a powerful avenue for self-expression. 1622, and personal growth. You don't need to be an artist to create. Simply let your imagination guide you. Try sketching a scene from your window, writing a short poem about a cherished memory, or experimenting with a craft like knitting pottery or woodworking. Start a journal to capture your thoughts, dreams, or reflections on your life's journey. The act of creating doesn't demand perfection. It's about the joy of bringing something new into existence. Allow yourself to play, to experiment, and to revel in the process of discovery. Join a community of kindred spirits. Shared interests can forge deep-lasting, 1659, bonds. Seek out opportunities to connect with others through local senior centers, community colleges, or libraries that offer classes, workshops, or clubs. Join a book club to discuss literature, a gardening group to share tips and stories, or a photography class to capture the beauty around you. If mobility is a barrier, explore online communities. Many platforms offer virtual classes, discussion groups, or social forums that allow you to connect from home. These communities provide not just companionship, but also a sense of purpose and belonging, reminding you that your passions and experiences resonate. Share your unique story with the world around you. Your life is a beautiful mosaic woven from decades of experiences, challenges, triumphs, and lessons. Taking time to reflect on and express those memories can be deeply healing and enriching, not just for you, but for others as well. Try writing in a journal about the moments that shaped you, the wisdom you've gathered, or even the dreams you still quietly carry in your heart. Joining a memoir writing group can help you craft these reflections into a narrative that honors your journey and gives it new voice. Consider sharing your stories with those around you, perhaps your grandchildren, younger neighbors, or members of a local community group. When you open up and pass down your experiences, you're not just preserving memories, you're sowing seeds of inspiration, bridging generations, and reminding others that every chapter of life holds immense value. Take advantage of modern technology to expand your world. In today's digital age, a tablet or smartphone can become your passport to learning and connection. Explore online courses on platforms like Coursera or YouTube, where you can study everything from art history to astronomy, right from your living room. Social media groups focused on interests like genealogy, travel, or cooking can provide both education and community. Don't be afraid to explore video tools like Zoom, which can help you join virtual book clubs, chat with loved ones across the country, or participate in community events without leaving home. Even small steps into technology can unlock an entirely new world filled with meaning, curiosity, and friendships that grow with time. The long-term rewards of nurturing your mind are profound. Think of your mind as a vibrant garden, one that blossoms with care, attention, and daily nourishment. By feeding it through learning, creative exploration, and heartfelt connection, you're not merely preserving your mental agility, you're allowing it to flourish in surprising, life-affirming ways. Each time you learn something new, engage in conversation, or express your creativity, you're adding richness and purpose to your life. These moments aren't fleeting. They ripple outward, uplifting your spirit and positively touching those around you. This is the lasting power of a nurtured, engaged mind, one that continues to grow, connect, and inspire at every age. Reinforcing your sense of place in the world begins with honoring the quiet, powerful steps you take to nurture your mind. As you walk this path, let James's story remain a guiding light, proof that it's never too late to rediscover joy, curiosity, and purpose. Whether you're exploring a new hobby, reconnecting with an old friend, or joining a group that inspires you, each action you take strengthens the foundation of a meaningful life. These aren't just passing moments. They are deliberate investments in your well-being, fueling a life rich in connection and vitality. Remember, your story is still unfolding. Every day is a new page, and you hold the pen. Embrace this precious opportunity to nourish your mind, and you'll find your spirit blossoming with renewed energy, deeper joy, and a vibrant sense of belonging. If you're still here with me, and you're finding these lessons helpful, please comment number 2 below. I truly appreciate you spending this time with me. Now, let's move to the third and equally powerful habit, caring for your skin, an act of honoring the body that has carried you through every chapter of life. Your skin is more than just a surface. It's a living canvas, a record of every emotion, milestone, and moment you've lived. Each line etched across your face tells a story of laughter, resilience, and wisdom. Every scar holds a memory of strength, healing, and endurance. At this stage of life, tending to your skin isn't merely about appearance. It becomes a meaningful act of gratitude, self-respect, and health preservation. Adopting a gentle and consistent skincare routine can uplift more than just your physical health. It revitalizes your emotional state, boosts your self-confidence, and reconnects you with your body in a nurturing, intentional way. It reminds you that the vessel carrying your soul through the decades deserves care, appreciation, and love. Why does skincare matter even more after 70? With age, skin naturally undergoes visible and invisible changes. It becomes thinner, more sensitive, and less elastic as collagen, elastin, and essential oils decline. This transformation makes it more vulnerable to dryness, irritation, and even injury. And it's not just the visible areas you need to care for. Neglected zones like the feet, groin, navel, and skin folds require special attention. These regions can easily retain moisture, sweat, and debris, creating the perfect environment for fungal infections, bacterial growth, or conditions like cellulitis. For those managing chronic conditions such as diabetes, poor circulation, or weakened immunity, the risks are significantly heightened. As we grow older, our skin's ability to recover from even the smallest issues gradually slows. What once might have been a minor irritation can now develop into something more serious if left unattended. That's why establishing a daily skincare routine becomes more than a simple habit. It becomes a vital defense. Gentle cleansing, careful drying, and thoughtful moisturizing each play a role in creating a protective shield. This barrier not only helps maintain your skin's strength and resilience, but also supports your comfort, dignity, and overall well-being. Skincare at this stage of life is far from superficial. It's a quiet yet powerful act of honoring the vessel that has carried you through decades of experiences. Every stroke of lotion or pat with a soft towel can be a moment of self-respect, a reminder that your body, in all its complexity, deserves kindness and care. It's these small, intentional rituals that help us move through the world with confidence, grace, and a renewed sense of vitality. Take, for example, the heartfelt story of Rose, a vibrant 74-year-old who loved her morning walks, her laughter echoing through the park as she exchanged smiles and stories with neighbors. But then she began to experience a persistent, uncomfortable itch around her navel. She shrugged it off at first, chalking it up to aging, assuming it would pass like so many other small annoyances. But the discomfort didn't fade. In fact, it worsened, turning into a red, irritated rash that made her feel self-conscious and increasingly withdrawn. Her usual energy waned, and she started skipping her walks, avoiding the very moments that once brought her joy. "I felt like I was betraying my body," she later shared, "because I didn't understand how to take proper care of it." Eventually, she consulted her doctor, who diagnosed the issue as a common fungal infection, a result of moisture trapped in her navel, especially prevalent in areas with folds and delicate skin as we age. Thankfully, the solution was surprisingly simple, but deeply effective. Rose began a daily routine using mild, unscented soap, followed by gentle drying with a soft towel and the mindful application of a fragrance-free moisturizer, being careful to avoid trapping moisture in her navel. She also began checking her skin each day for any early signs of irritation or imbalance. Within just a few days, the itching started to ease. A couple of weeks later, her skin had healed, and perhaps even more importantly, her sense of confidence was renewed. "I didn't realize how much a little attention could change everything," she said, her eyes glistening with a quiet joy. "It's like I'm giving my body a daily thank you for everything it's done for me." Rose's simple yet powerful realization became a turning point in her self-care journey. Inspired by her recovery, she began extending her daily skincare routine to other sensitive areas, including her feet and places more prone to irritation. This mindful expansion of care didn't just prevent future problems, it helped her reclaim her active, joyful life. She now walks through her mornings with a renewed sense of pride, her confidence quietly restored. Rose's story is a heartfelt reminder that small, consistent acts of care can have a transformative effect on both our physical comfort and emotional well-being. So, how can you create a skincare routine that truly honors your body? The good news is, it doesn't require expensive products, complicated steps, or hours of your time. What it does require is intention, consistent, mindful attention to the areas of your body that need the most care. With just a few simple actions each day, you can build a routine that protects, soothes, and strengthens your skin. Let's begin with the foundation: cleansing. Use lukewarm water and a mild, unscented soap designed specifically for sensitive or aging skin. Avoid harsh soaps or those with heavy fragrances, as they can strip your skin of its natural oils and increase dryness or irritation. Focus on high-risk areas, such as your feet, including between the toes, groin, and navel. These spots can trap moisture, sweat, or debris, which can silently lead to irritation or infections if not cleaned with care. For folds and creases, a soft washcloth will help gently remove residue without damaging delicate skin. If you enjoy bathing, remember that less is more. Avoid hot water, which can worsen dryness, and limit bath time to about 10 to 15 minutes. This helps your skin retain essential moisture. For those with mobility challenges, a sponge bath targeting key areas can still be effective, keeping you clean and refreshed without the need for a full bath. Equally important is drying. It may seem like a small step, but drying thoroughly is essential to prevent problems before they start. Lingering moisture, especially in skin folds, creates the ideal environment for bacterial or fungal growth. By gently patting your skin dry with a soft towel and ensuring these vulnerable spots are completely dry, you add an extra layer of protection, helping your skin stay healthy and comfortable day after day. After washing, gently pat your skin dry with a clean, soft towel. Pay special attention to areas where moisture tends to linger, between the toes, in the groin, or around the navel. These spots, though small, are critical in preventing infections caused by trapped dampness. If you find it difficult to reach these areas, a handheld mirror can help you ensure thorough care. For particularly hard-to-dry spots, consider using a clean hair dryer on a cool setting to help remove residual moisture safely and comfortably. Taking the time to ensure every fold and crevice is completely dry adds an essential layer of protection against fungal or bacterial growth. When it comes to moisturizing, think of it as sealing in the care you've just given your skin. Hydration is more than comfort. It's protection. Choose a rich, fragrance-free cream or ointment designed for sensitive skin. Look for ingredients such as urea, glycerin, ceramides, or hyaluronic acid, powerful agents that help retain moisture and reinforce the skin's natural barrier. Apply the moisturizer generously to dry-prone areas like your heels, knees, elbows, and legs right after drying off. This step locks in hydration and shields your skin from cracking or irritation. However, it's important to skip moisturizing between your toes or inside the navel. These areas need to stay dry to avoid encouraging fungal growth. For very dry or cracked areas, especially the heels, consider using a thicker, occlusive product like petroleum jelly at bedtime. It can create a soothing seal that promotes repair and protects overnight. Always perform a small patch test when introducing a new product to your routine, especially if your skin is sensitive or reactive, to ensure there's no irritation. Just as important as cleansing and moisturizing is being vigilant. Spend 30 to 60 seconds each day inspecting your skin for any signs of trouble. Look for redness, swelling, changes in texture, unusual odors, or persistent itching. Even small changes can be early warning signs. Use a mirror or ask a loved one to help check areas that are harder to see, such as the soles of your feet, between your toes, or under skin folds. By catching concerns early, you can address them promptly and prevent complications before they escalate. Early detection is essential to stopping small problems from turning into more serious conditions like infected sores or persistent rashes. If you notice anything unusual, perhaps a rash that isn't healing, a sore that lingers, or an odd odor, it's important to speak with a healthcare provider right away. For those managing diabetes or circulation issues, consistent skin checks become even more vital, as these conditions raise the risk of complications that might otherwise go unnoticed. Tailor your care to fit your specific needs. If physical limitations like arthritis or reduced mobility make daily hygiene harder, consider using assistive tools that reduce strain. Long-handled sponges, brushes, or foot washing mats with soft bristles can help you clean difficult-to-reach areas more comfortably. When it comes to foot care, routine appointments with a podiatrist can make a world of difference. Issues like thickened toenails, calluses, or corns may seem small at first, but if neglected, they can lead to discomfort or even infection. Don't be afraid to ask for support. Whether it's a trusted caregiver, a family member, or a healthcare professional, getting a little help ensures your well-being is protected. Asking for assistance isn't a weakness. It's a wise and proactive way to maintain your health with confidence and dignity. Extend your care beyond your skincare routine by adopting daily habits that help protect your body. Choose loose, breathable clothing made of natural fibers like cotton to reduce irritation in delicate areas, such as the underarms or groin. Wear supportive, well-fitting shoes with proper cushioning to guard against blisters, pressure sores, or hardened skin on the feet. If you enjoy spending time outdoors, protect your exposed skin with a broad-spectrum sunscreen of SPF 30 or higher. Sun exposure, while pleasant, can weaken aging skin and increase vulnerability. For those living with medical conditions such as diabetes, it's essential to stay in close communication with your healthcare team to ensure your skin stays healthy and resilient through every season of life. Stay in close contact with your healthcare team to monitor your skin's condition and catch any concerns early on. This consistent attention can be the difference between a small issue and a major complication. It's a simple habit with a profound impact. A daily act of gratitude that honors the incredible vessel that has carried you through decades of laughter, hardship, growth, and love. Caring for your skin after 70 is far more than a routine. It's a ritual, quiet, personal, and deeply meaningful. In just a few mindful minutes each day, you can protect yourself from discomfort, reduce the likelihood of infections, and uplift your mood. This isn't about chasing youth or erasing age. It's about embracing the present and celebrating the enduring beauty and resilience of your body. By tending to your skin with intention, you're investing not just in your appearance, but in your health, dignity, and the joy of being comfortable in your own skin. You're giving yourself permission to move through the world with greater ease and self-assurance. As we bring this journey to a close, let's pause to reflect on the 3 simple yet transformative daily practices we've explored: moving your body, nurturing your mind, and caring for your skin. These aren't just habits. They're your foundation for living fully, with purpose and pride, well beyond 70. They help you stay connected, vibrant, and confident in a way that honors the life you've built. What insight stood out to you most today? Was it the power of a brief morning walk, the joy sparked by a new creative hobby, or perhaps the importance of a quick skin check? Share one thing you're planning to put into action in the comments. Your experience might just inspire someone else to begin their journey too. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment below, give it a like, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to our channel for more valuable tips to help you thrive at any age. Wishing you health, happiness, peace, and vitality always. And don't forget to subscribe to Healthy Aging Blueprint.